I'm going to steal everyone's attention for 1 second. First, I want to thank everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. It's amazing. I'm going to be running a marathon in a couple of weeks. And all of you are helping me to do this. But there is someone here that I'm going to embarrass and have come up and say a word or two. I've already introduced him to you, a lot of you. His name's Tom Williams. He's 19 years old. And every time I think about how the hell I'm going to run a marathon and I feel like I'm 100 years old and been working in a concentration camp for the past 20 years, I think of him. So because of all of you, I'm going to be running the marathon because you're here, you're spending money, you've all donated to my page, but I'm going to be running it for people like Tom. Tom, on May 2nd, 2010, got a new liver. Now, I know, before he comes up there, say a thing or two. I want, like, when Larry Bird came out the tunnel, that's the type of applause I want to hear. So he got a new liver in May of 2010, and I met him a couple of weeks ago at the Providence Bruins game, and he told me an incredible story, and it was, he was at a drive-in theater with his uncles and with his uncle and his mom and dad. His dad's here, Dave, and his uncle Dale's here, and his brother Michael's here as well. And he was 2 weeks after he had a new liver, and he was playing catch with his uncle. And he was at one point in his life in a wheelchair weighing 80 pounds and incredibly sick. And he had a family that was just so caring and took such great care of him and supported him. And people like you, who he's never met before in years past, that donated to the Liver Foundation, it helps. And he's living proof of that. So he's going to be running the Boston Marathon next year. He's running a half marathon in June, right? Is it June? You're running a 5K with your dad. Probably going to leave him in the dust. And he actually ran the Falmouth Road Race this past year, and I talked to someone today that he ran with, and he's like, yeah, I kept with him for the first 2 miles, and then I just ate dust. I mean, he was gone, he was off. So everyone, please give a very big welcome to Tom. Tom, I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
I'm sorry, no, go ahead.
Hi everyone, thank you for being here tonight. I met Jason at the Providence Bruins game, and he had a good story to tell about himself too, and it was cool to find out that he lives in Melrose too, and my dad is originally from Melrose. So he actually grew up on the street across from my Nana, so that was pretty cool to find out. I was diagnosed in 2007. I'm from Dracut, so I just got on the transplant list when I graduated from the junior high. To move on to Dracut High, and I was on the list for 9 months for the transplant, and I needed to go through the first surgery I had in 2007 to temporarily fix the liver disease. I need to have some transfusions, lots of blood work, a kidney failure. This past, not this recent Labor Day weekend, but the one before that, I had snapped my left femur. That was, I don't think that was really connected with the liver transplant, but just because I was on certain medications, maybe could have did something that, or maybe I was stretching wrong when after I ran or something.
Overdoing it?
Yeah, I seem to overdo it a lot, and but I've been through lots of medical issues, and one thing I want to talk to you about is when I was back in now I go to SNU, Southern New Hampshire University in Manchester, freshman year, second semester. I think it was like my sophomore year that the Rachel's Challenge organization came to my school. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Rachel's Challenge. She's the first victim of the Columbine shooting. The presentation that we saw, that my graduating class saw, was very touching, and I felt very touched by it because her message to the world was to start a chain reaction. And chain reaction, what she means by is like pay it forward. Like you could be doing something nice, you're just holding the door open for someone, helping your neighbor out, just being a friendly, loving person to one another. And after something that I've gone through at a young age, I wanted to pass that message on. I feel like it's my purpose, my mission to spread Rachel's Challenge around the world. And I feel like, because I love running, I want to do the Boston Marathon. That's because I love running, but even bigger stuff like the Rachel's Challenge. That's one reason why I want to run the marathon, and I want to show that whatever you go through in life, whatever battles, if it's cancer, leukemia. I know some people aren't able to make it, and some people lose their battles against these things. But I want to be a symbol that can stand for whatever you go through in life. You can stand up. If you get knocked back down, and you can get what you want to do accomplished. Thanks.
Yeah.
So all of you know, Tom is studying and wants to get into gaming. So any of you out there that have connections, I see Jason raising his hand. Gaming is what he wants to get into. I left something out. He ran cross country his senior year of high school. So this kid's got balls of steel, and I can't believe you should be so proud. He's got a great dad, a great mom, a great family. You should be very proud of your son. He's amazing. He inspired me, and he's going to get me through the marathon, I can tell you that. Thank you, everyone. All right, raffle tickets. I'm gonna call them off at 9:30. If you're not going to be here, put your name on them. All right? So I'll know you're there. 9:30, I'll call them off. A little bit later, I'll do the Celtics and the Yankees last. Okay? Thanks, everyone.
Oh,
Drink up. Vroom, vroom. Okay.